The call came in shortly after 6 a.m. A 47-year-old logistics manager named Daniel Mercer was found unresponsive inside a suburban home. Paramedics arrived within minutes and confirmed there was no pulse, no spontaneous breathing, and no signs of responsiveness. Daniel was pronounced dead at the scene. At first, the case appeared straightforward. There were no signs of forced entry, no obvious evidence of foul play, and investigators believed they had a reasonable estimate of when death had occurred. The incident was expected to be classified as a natural death. Then forensic analysts examined Daniel's smartwatch. Like millions of people, Daniel relied on wearable technology to monitor his daily activity, sleep, and heart rate. When investigators downloaded the device's records, they discovered something they could not explain. The smartwatch appeared to show heartbeat activity, continuing after the official time of death. Investigators checked the records repeatedly, expecting to find a software error or corrupted data. Instead, the information remained consistent. The victim had been declared dead, yet the watch continued recording what appeared to be a heartbeat. The contradiction raised a disturbing question. If Daniel had already died, why was the smartwatch still detecting physiological activity? Determined to find an answer, digital forensic specialists began analyzing every aspect of the device. They reviewed sensor logs, synchronization records, cloud backups, and metadata. Engineers explained how the smartwatch measured blood flow using optical sensors and converted those measurements into heart rate estimates. While such devices were not perfect, investigators found no evidence of malfunction. The readings appeared authentic. Cloud records confirmed that the data had been uploaded normally and showed no signs of tampering. If the information was genuine, then either Daniel had remained alive longer than originally believed, or the accepted timeline was wrong. Investigators expanded their analysis, comparing smartwatch records with phone activity, surveillance footage, emergency response logs, and location data. Subtle inconsistencies began to emerge. A surveillance camera captured a vehicle entering the neighborhood during a period investigators had largely ignored. Daniel's phone registered slight movement at a time when he was believed to have already died. The smartwatch also recorded elevated heart rate readings during that same period. Individually, the discrepancies seemed minor. Together, they suggested the official timeline contained critical errors. Forensic pathologists revisited their original conclusions and re-examined the estimated time of death. Analysts also discovered that the smartwatch contained detailed motion data showing subtle physical movement. When compared with heart rate records, the information suggested Daniel had changed position hours later than investigators initially believed. The breakthrough came when a forensic specialist noticed a crucial distinction within the smartwatch records. The device stored separate timestamps for when data was collected and when it was later synchronized to cloud servers. Earlier analyses had unintentionally blended the two. Once investigators separated collection times from upload times, everything changed. The smartwatch had never been proving that Daniel remained alive after death. Instead, it proved that investigators had misunderstood when death actually occurred. A complete reconstruction of events followed. Every sensor reading, synchronization event, surveillance timestamp, and phone record was recalculated. The corrected timeline revealed that Daniel had remained alive significantly longer than authorities originally estimated. Suddenly, previously ignored evidence became crucial. Surveillance footage, location records, and witness inconsistencies all aligned with the new timeline. The smartwatch had exposed a flaw in the investigation rather than a miracle of technology. Its biometric records forced investigators to abandon assumptions and rebuild the case from the ground up. In the end, the mystery was solved not by proving that a dead man had a heartbeat, but by revealing that the accepted timeline was wrong from the beginning. What seemed impossible was actually a lesson in forensic precision. The watch never brought Daniel back to life. It simply preserved a record of events that investigators had initially misunderstood, and by doing so, it uncovered a truth that might otherwise have remained buried forever. The watch didn't bring the victim back to life. It revealed that the truth had been buried in the timeline all along.